get right to the back, no fucking around, get you the worst part, the best part. You got 3 shots, the guy's back.
Yeah, and that's the most.
If you can't finish a guy and you got 3 shots, you have to work a little bit more on your back attacks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you got 3 shots, you know. Gio needs to work on. When a guy gets an anaconda, same thing with Denny, same thing. He did. Eddie Cummings did the same thing. If a guy gets an anaconda on you, we go over this again. All you should be thinking about is getting that motherfucker open. Nothing else. This is automatic. 2 hands on the choking arm automatically. But let's get that thing open. Let's get it open. If you're gonna leg press, that's gonna relieve the pressure. It's a stalling point. You're not getting out, but he's not really putting pressure. You got to get out. As soon as they open it up, however you made them open up, don't let them close it again. That's the #1 goal. Trap the leg, don't worry about escaping. Don't let them do it again. Now when they can do it again, now, next step, get out. So, we didn't, you know what, it was my fault, we didn't work on that shit. We were working on getting out, and Gio's heart attack, he's getting out of everything. Gio's defense is on fucking point. We need to work a little bit more on the offense. A little bit more on the offense. Zhao Miao, same thing. He went for the same setup for the back, the same thing. I'm like watching him over and over. They go under the chin, the guy grabs the thumb, pulls the thumb off. Ba, 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 hand battle, under the chin, boom, grab the thumb, boom. Over and over.
He's not used
over and over. You got to have like 6 things right there that you can fuck dudes up with. 6 that you're fucking smooth with them. You got them all chained up, and you got that pattern, and you got to be able to go to spiderweb smoothly from the back when the back ain't working.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I didn't work with Gio enough with that. We worked mainly on defense. You know what I mean? I thought his offense was plenty good enough, but we could still improve his offense. We are going to improve that offense. Same thing with Zhao Miao. I recommend he improve. Zhao Miao, one of the top guys in the world, he gets a shot at a guy's back 3 times. He should be able to finish him 1 goddamn time. That's Zhao Miao. No excuse. The escape time shouldn't matter at the end. It shouldn't matter. Because you got 3 shots at his back. You should be able to finish him 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3. If you can't, then you have room for improvement. Let's get sharper at the back, the transitions. Oh, look at what everyone's doing. What is Marcelo doing bit by bit from the back? What does Rafa do bit by bit from the back? What is this guy? Can you turn it into a crucifix? Maybe I need a crucifix path. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the back is it's almost impossible to finish under that just sort of static position because they got there in a static way. So I feel like
that guy's got to escape though. You know what I mean? The time's gonna fuck him up if he just stays there and it's a tie.
Right.
So he has to escape. He can't just stay there. So if he stays there, the guy's just gonna go stay there as long as you want. I'll stay here too. But the problem is if you tap him and the other guy ties you, but taps you quicker, now all that shit will bite you in the ass again. So bottom line, you should be trying to finish as fast as possible and trying to escape fast as possible. If I jumped on Marcelo's back and I just started to hold him and not finish him, he would still escape. If I jumped on Jean-Jacques' back and I didn't try to shit but hold on, he would still escape. You understand? A guy shouldn't be able to just hold you. You should have paths and you should be able to work the fuck out. You know what I mean? So right now, what we're finding out is there's a lot of work to be done if you want to be successful in EBI. If you don't want to do EBI, you don't have to work on those overtime rounds. But if you get really good at the overtime rounds, then the odds will be in your favor. Like, for instance, would you want to face Marcelo in overtime, where he gets 3 shots at your back? He's gonna fuck you up the first time.
Right.
So in EBI overtime rounds were designed. I designed them so that the truly best submission artist would thrive. And in let's say an overtime round where it's sudden death, whoever scores the first points wins. And if you pull guard, you lose 1 point. So now you're stuck standing. You pull guard, you lose. Sudden death. So really, it's whoever gets the first takedown wins. And even if it's not sudden death, it's a 3-minute overtime. It's still like that. You can't pull guard, you lose points, and then the guy stalls out for 5 minutes. Or the wrestler waits a couple minutes, takes the dude down with a minute left, and then he stalls out. Even if it's not sudden death, it still comes down to wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where you beat Marcelo in the overtime. Take him to overtime, stall him out, take him down at the end, beat him. Right? So, but in EBI, it's designed, Marcelo would win those. Anybody ends up in overtime with Marcelo, they lose.
Why?
He'll never lose overtime. He'll never lose overtime. Never. Right?
Oh, no way, yeah.
He'll never lose overtime, that guy. Even if you do manage to get him once, he's going to get you that same round, and then he's going to get you the next round. And you're not going to be able to match taps for him all 3 rounds. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's why I designed it so that Marcelo would win. And then we find out who the best submission guys are going to win. You know what I do? I say, what do you want? Let's go. Boom. What do you want? I just get them quick. Bam, let's go. Bam, you guys ready? Bam. I put their arms together and just start. Are you ready to go? You ready to go? Let's go. Boom. You know what I mean? I don't need, it doesn't matter. Let's just simple, quick, let's get out of there. I'm not trying to drag it on. We go in between matches, bah, 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 bah. It's still 3 hours. You know what I mean? It's still 3 hours.